Have you ever felt like you're speaking a completely different language from everyone around you? Not just literally, but like your dreams, your goals, your entire vision for the future is just misunderstood? It's a lonely feeling, isn't it? Well, what if I told you this feeling of confusion and separation is woven into one of the oldest stories we have? Let's travel back in time, way back, to Genesis chapter 11. Picture this. All of humanity is in one place, speaking one language. They're united, they're ambitious, and they decide to build a massive tower, a ziggurat, that reaches all the way to the heavens. They say, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." Now, on the surface, this sounds like a great team-building exercise, right? Unity, progress, reaching for the stars. But look a little closer at their motivation, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Their goal wasn't to glorify God or to serve a higher purpose. It was about their own fame, their own power, their own legacy. It was a monument to human pride. They were so focused on building up to heaven, they forgot who created the heavens in the first place. God sees this, and he recognizes the danger of this kind of prideful unity. It's a unity based on ego, not on love or humility. So, he comes down and confuses their language. Suddenly, the architect can't understand the bricklayer. The project manager can't communicate with the supply team. Chaos erupts. The project grinds to a halt, and people scatter across the earth, forming different nations and languages. This is the famous story of the Tower of Babel, a powerful reminder of how pride can lead to division and confusion. It's a powerful story, but it doesn't end there. In fact, right on the heels of this story of scattering and confusion, we get a story of gathering and promise. The very next chapter, Genesis 12, zooms in on one man in this scattered world, Abram. Imagine Abram, living in a prosperous city called Ur. He's surrounded by his family, his culture, everything he's ever known. And then, God speaks to him. He gives him a command that must have sounded completely insane. "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you." Think about that. God doesn't give him a map. He doesn't give him a 5-year plan or a destination address. He just says, "Go." It's a call to leave everything comfortable, everything secure, and step out into the complete unknown based on nothing but a promise. And what a promise it was. God tells Abram, "I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." Notice the contrast. At Babel, people tried to make a name for themselves, and were scattered. Here, God promises to make Abram's name great, not for his own glory, but so he can be a blessing to all peoples on earth. It's the ultimate reversal. God's plan isn't to leave humanity scattered and confused. His plan is to bring them back together, to bless them, through one man's act of faith. And what does Abram do? The Bible simply says, "So Abram went as the Lord had told him." He packed up his life, his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, and all their possessions, and he just went. This single act of obedience, this radical trust in the face of uncertainty, becomes the foundation for a story that changes the entire world. From the prideful ambition at Babel to Abram's humble faith, these two chapters show us two very different ways to live. We can try to build our own towers, make our own names, and rely on our own strength, which often leads to confusion and isolation. Or we can listen for that call to go, to trust in a plan bigger than our own, and to step out in faith, becoming a source of blessing for others. Abram's journey wasn't easy, but it was purposeful. He shows us that true greatness isn't found in building monuments to ourselves, but in obediently following the path set before us, even when we can't see the destination. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Genesis. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.